Okay, so Malia, tell us what it looks like or how they go about choosing a family or choosing their openness. What does that look like for a mom here?
So that is probably the biggest initial piece when I meet with someone who's decided that they want to choose adoption. I sit down with them. We've got a whole stack of paperwork, things to do that are all very important, explaining your rights, explaining, you know, the process of adoption in the state of Florida. But for me, the two key things that I want to discuss with a woman who's wanting to choose adoption is A, the type of family that she wants. So when I say the type of family, it is, are you wanting a heterosexual mom and dad couple? Are you open to single parent? Are you open to same-sex couples? Are you wanting a family that lives in state or out of state? Are there certain religious practices that are important to you? Is having, you know, a ton of family around important to you? So really kind of dissecting what the ideal family scenario looks like, because I think so much of the peace that a woman can feel through their adoption plan and afterward rests in knowing that they picked what their idea of an amazing family for their child is. Then we talk about the type of openness. So when I say openness, there can be a closed adoption where you still, you know, select the family if you want. You can even still develop a relationship with them during the pregnancy, but it's if you feel the best option is that after baby is born and placed with a family, that it's closed. There's semi-open, where the same option there to be able to meet the family. You and the family determine what that connection and that relationship building looks like during the pregnancy, and then it's pictures and letters throughout the child's life. We say loosely because that also looks very different for everybody. Sometimes it's up to a certain age, sometimes it's more frequent pictures and updates than others, so that's something that we really want to focus on. What does semi-open even look like to you? And the same for open, which is pictures and letters and visits. And we have kind of a standard starting point in that discussion of openness, which is pictures and letters and yearly visits. But again, that looks very different for everyone. Sometimes, you know, a visit every couple of years, sometimes just the agreement for up to a certain age and then seeing. Sometimes it is more frequent. We have very wide open adoptions. We have more structured wide open adoptions. So I find this out from the women that we're working with. On the back end, for the families who are on our waiting list or the families that we work with, they have approved home studies in place, but we also find out what their ideal situation would be in terms of openness. So we're not trying to talk anybody into anything. We know what our families are preferring, we know what our birth mothers are preferring, and so all of the families that we present to the women we're working with to look through already line up to the family type that they want, and also the level of openness. After a woman selects a family, then my job as an advocate is to be there to be a support through that meeting of the family, if that's what the birth mom wants, through that building of a relationship, and to develop my relationship with her so she trusts me, so she trusts that I'm here to be her advocate and support her no matter what. So I can be that person when it is harder, or, you know, at that hospital time when it's harder, or post-placement when that grief is there. Primarily, the most important relationship is the relationship between the adoptive family and the birth mom. So I just kind of stand back and am there where I'm needed to be able to advocate if I'm needed to be able to help, you know, with any kinks in the roads or questions or things that a woman might not feel comfortable asking this adoptive family that they're just getting to know.
So, can you help them figure that out? Is that something that you do, help them figure out what is best for them.
Yeah, that's a huge part of my very first real conversation and meeting with a woman who's chosen adoption. I speak with women all the time who are considering it, and I reassure them that I don't think that there's any one answer for any woman, that there's choices out there. I'm not here to talk anybody into adoption. I'm not here to talk anyone into any type of adoption. But if a woman has decided, that they've put all the thought into it and that they know what they want to choose adoption, the next step is, okay, what does that look like for you? What is going to give you the most peace?